Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Rinse. This is episode number 21, and I am your host, Chris Barth, Doc Gums, here with another review. Today we'll be looking at powered toothbrushes again. I did an episode, I think one of the earlier episodes was looking at Sonicare and OralB, but I wanted to review another brush in the mix today, and that would be it's another Boka product. So I've done some videos before on those. It's a Boka electric toothbrush. I've got the other two here for comparison purposes, and so I'll briefly review those two brushes. The first that I'd like to go over is, get this out of here, is the OralB. This OralB is back when Braun was making them for OralB. This thing is a tank. It has to be at least 10 years old. I mean, I don't really maintain it very well because I don't use it that much, but it still works. It's got an orbital action to the head. It's not sonic. It's got replaceable heads. They make them generic. You can buy them in Walmart, very cheap. I think you can get a pack of 3 for 12 or 15 bucks. And it's got settings on it for sensitivity. It has a pressure sensor detector. It actually comes with a little module that I don't have anymore, but it displays time that you're brushing, and then if you're pushing too hard, the pressure sensor will alert you, and you back off the pressure. It's got a battery indicator there. You can see it's blinking because it's low. And then actually there's a little key on the charging station right here that allows you to unlock the battery, and I think you can replace the battery. I haven't had to replace it in the whole lifespan of this toothbrush. So a lot of cool little features in one of the originals, at least for me, in my experience. The docking station is the charging station, very sleek and small and what have you. And certainly you can't go wrong with this. It's the one that's lasted the longest, I will say that. Then you've got the Sonicare, made by Philips. I love the Sonicare before I started using the Boka. It is sleek. This is the Diamond Clean model. It's newer, and it comes with brush heads that are relatively expensive. Sonicare brush heads are not cheap. You can get, I think, 3 for $25. Possibly more if you buy them, if you're not careful where you buy them. But it does have settings, and you roll through them all with this one button. And let's see if I have power on this thing. Yeah. So this says clean, white, polish, gum care, sensitive. So it's got the different, and you can hear the difference in the vibrations. It also has the battery indicator right here. The reason I don't use this anymore is because something went wrong, probably because I didn't maintain it very well, but I think there's a little mechanical error. I've had this for about 6 years, 5 or 6 years. Yeah. And the brush head now, when I click it on there and try to use it, it vibrates way too much, way more than it should. If you ever use the Sonicare, it's a very, very delicate vibration, if you will. It shouldn't sound, it should not sound like that. So it should sound more like this. So I think there's something wrong with this unit, and I'll probably be recycling it soon. Also, one other thing that I don't like, and they may have changed this, I haven't done a lot of research onto it, but the brush heads for Sonicare are very stiff, the bristles. They're not soft, and I prefer soft bristle toothbrush, and that's what I recommend to patients as well, just to avoid any kind of damage or potential wearing away effects of those bristles that are more on the stiffer side. So that's your Sonicare. This docking station for the Sonicare just sits in this docking station and is able to charge. So you plug it in, it sits there. You don't have to plug it in or anything like that. Similar to the OralB, you don't have to plug it physically in. It just sits in the docking station, and you can remove it. It's sort of like a plastic stand there if you want to do that. The one thing I do like about Sonicare is the carry case. This carry case is awesome. It's a travel case. It fits the unit, it fits the brush heads, and you can charge it through the micro, I think this is a micro USB cable there. You can take it on the go, and you lay it in the case and it charges it, which is, I think, a great feature. So that's the one thing. That's another thing that I do like about the Sonicare. Moving on to the Boka brush. Actually, before I do that, I'm not sure about the price of this because it's so outdated. Sonicare, this usually runs a little over $100, so you're making quite an investment. $100 to $150, depending on the model that you buy, possibly more. But an economical choice in today's day and age may actually, in fact, be this Boka brush. I was a little skeptical at first upon receiving it. The box is really nice, well put together. You know, Boka always has these cool little blurbs on the back that explain different, mindsets they have with the company and what their beliefs are. And it has all the contact information. Then it summarizes what the actual brush, the different properties of the brush, things like that. So this brush is a sonic brush. It has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that can last. They claim it lasts longer than Sonicare, and I haven't had to charge it yet. And it's been at least 25 days, and that's what they quote on the website. This is $75 US. It comes with 2 brush heads. The brush heads can be purchased for approximately $8 US, $8 or $10 US. These are the charcoal bristles. And again, I was a little skeptical of the charcoal. I thought it was going to leave my teeth black, like you see if you ever follow some of those Instagram posts, the people that have the charcoal toothpaste or the charcoal brushes. Sometimes their teeth, it's black until they rinse it off, and then all of a sudden it appears whiter. But this doesn't rub off. It's black. It's just the material is charcoal. So that was my bad for thinking that. But I love it because it's super soft compared to the others that I've used. It's very delicate, soft. Love it and the way it feels. This has 1 button. Okay, it also has settings similar to the other 2 brushes. It has 3 settings, so it's a little. Why do you need 5 settings on the Sonicare? You don't need 5. And this one has 3. Seems like it's sort of like a mild, like a low, medium, and high setting for whatever the user wants. And it has a 2-minute timer built into it with 30-second increments where it kind of alerts you to move the toothbrush, because remember, we should be doing at least 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30, 30. It's got a magnetic, it's not a strong magnet, but it's just enough to allow it to stand up straight for the docking station. Docking station's sleek and small. You plug your micro USB to USB into it to charge it up, or I just use it as a stand until I need to do that. And it's easy to set up. Actually, this thing's on here pretty tight, but again, it looks just like the other ones. Snap this on, and I'm going to demo it for you real quick. But I love this brush, and in particular, just the head. Actually, the softness of the bristles. So let's see if I'm missing anything. I think that the ergonomics of it are good. It's lightweight, actually. It's lighter in weight than this one, definitely. The only thing that's missing so far, and I'd recommend that they look into, is a carry case. There's no carry case, which I think keeps the cost down and manageable. $75 US for this is a very good price. And it's a technology that, has been around, so it's nice. Let's see. Waterproof. Okay, that's the only feature I really didn't touch on. But I'm going to demo it for you right now. And I'm going to use their toothpaste that I reviewed in previous videos, which I like. So I'll go ahead and use this. I'll do 1 quadrant, 30 seconds, so I don't bore you. Quiet, very quiet. Okay, let's see if I can get it to run through the different settings so you can hear. There we go. Low, medium, high. I prefer the high just because at first it kind of tickles, but after that I just feel like it gets the job done better. So there you have it, folks. Let's rinse that off a little bit. The Boka electric toothbrush. There's many other companies out there that make them. Try to get my hands on some more so that we can do it with fair comparison. But for now, very good customer service, very timely and responsive, and is another thing I've noticed. And in this day and age, I'm coming to really value that in a company, especially a startup or a newer company such as Boka. So please leave questions, comments below. Reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or email me, and we will have some good information regarding electric toothbrushes. I'll post links to these different products, and so that you can check them out for yourself. So hope everybody has a good night and stay clean. We'll talk to you soon.